Hello and welcome back to Stop and Go F1. I am Reese and this is the USA GP preview video. Wow, we're back for the first in a triple header of F1 weekends. We have this here, the USA GP sprint race weekend. Then next weekend we are in Mexico. And then the weekend after that, it is Brazil for another sprint race weekend. I'm just going to make sure I have got that right in the correct order, otherwise I'll look a right fool. Yes, USA, Mexico, Brazil. So 3 race weekends in the next 3 weekends, 2 of them being sprint race weekends. So a very, very busy few weeks we've got ahead of us, but we'll get into the USA Grand Prix now at Texas, Circuit of the Americas. A fantastic circuit. Probably, I think it's maybe an underrated one, because it's actually a very good track that's given us a lot of good racing in the past. Before we get into looking at what we're going to have this weekend, let's have a look at the news of the week. Firstly, Daniel Ricciardo is back. He broke his wrist back at the Dutch Grand Prix. Liam Lawson has done a fantastic job filling in for him, but this weekend Liam Lawson is back to his Super Formula activities, and Daniel Ricciardo is back in the AlphaTauri. We know he'll be in AlphaTauri all year next year, so there's no real pressure on him this weekend, but I'm sure he'll be looking to perform, especially in front of that American audience. We know that he is a favourite of the American fans, so I look forward to seeing what he can do. Will he have a Lance Stroll type of race where he comes back from breaking his wrist and delivered one of his best performances in ages? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe that is the secret to F1 success, breaking your wrist. Let's wait and see for Ricciardo there. Some interesting news, though, coming out of Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is set to unleash a sneak peek into the captivating world of AI. I'm reading a press release here. The Abu Dhabi Autonomous Racing League promises an electrifying adventure as it speeds into town for its inaugural race early next year. That's right, the Abu Dhabi Autonomous Racing League. There's going to be races next year in Abu Dhabi with no drivers. Cars using fully AI to race each other. Now, AI is something I'm massively terrified of, and I think it's going to take over the world, and humans will be turned into slaves. But this sounds fun. Maybe this will either be fantastic or a disaster, and there'll be no in between. I have no idea if we'll be able to watch this next year, but I'm sure it'll be something for all of us to keep an eye on, because it could be absolutely ridiculous. Moving on, F1 Academy, the all-female racing league, which has come in to replace W Series after that went down last year. Of course, it has been racing this year, but it has not been broadcast. It hasn't been following the F1 calendar. Next year it will. And it's been revealed this week which races it will be participating at next year. Now, if I say to you all-women racing league, which country comes to mind as a suitable country that would love to host its inaugural race next year? Which, out of the F1 calendar, which country do you think, yes, they will be the ones very happy to host the first race of the year for this all-female racing league? That's right, it's Saudi Arabia, because Jeddah will be the first race on the F1 Academy calendar next year over the 7th to the 9th of March. They will then be going to Miami, then to Barcelona in Spain. Now that weekend will be a mental one, because that is the only weekend next year that has F1 Academy, F3, F2 and F1. So all of those will be on over that Barcelona weekend. Then F1 Academy goes to Zandvoort, then to Singapore, then to Qatar, and then finishes up in Abu Dhabi next year. So it's a, how many races is that? 7 race calendar for F1 Academy next year, but I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what these drivers can do. We probably will be covering it here on the channel, because we do cover F2 and F3, so we'll add F1 Academy into our list of series that we cover for next year, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what these guys can do. And I'm hoping that it's a bit more successful than W Series. The aim really should be to get these girls to go from F1 Academy into an F3 car or into an F2 car. That's really where W Series fell down for me. So hopefully this will do it. And may be helpful actually, because as we know, there's been the incentive for F1 teams to kind of sponsor in a way their own driver in F1 Academy, and we've had our first of those revealed this weekend with McLaren, who announces they are backing Bianca Bustamante, who has joined the McLaren driver development program. As I said, I don't even know much about her or any of the F1 Academy drivers at the minute, but it's great to see that McLaren, saying they're one first out of the gates, and it's going to be really interesting to see who picks who in that terms, and that will hopefully help them climb up that ladder. If F1 teams are investing into them, maybe that'll be an extra bonus to get them into the F2 or F3. So good luck to Bianca and McLaren. Next year we'll be watching to see how they go. But back to this weekend and the USA Grand Prix, because not only is Daniel Ricciardo a big return for this weekend, but there's another big return. It's the return of the Kiss Me Trophy that we saw at the Japanese Grand Prix. Now, if you aren't aware, if you've been living under a rock and avoided this technological marvel of the Kiss Me Trophy, it's a magical trophy that if you kiss the right spot, the trophy will light up in the flag colours of the winner of the race. Now, they say that they have programmed the Kiss Me Trophy to recognise the lips of every driver. So whoever kisses it, it will light up in their flag. Now, that could be the truth, or it's just programmed to do the Dutch flag. It's one or the other. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. Now, personally, I like this trophy. I can understand why people wouldn't like it, but I think it's a bit of fun. It's a bit weird. It's a bit funky, but there you go. What I don't want is this to become the trophy for every single race, because, when you go to all these different countries, and they sometimes put their own flair on it a little bit, like, in Hungary they have the painted one, the ceramic one that Lando Norris broke, although, Monaco has the one which is the outline, Silverstone has that beautiful gold trophy. Each country kind of has their own flair to things, but I don't mind seeing this every now and again. What I would say, though, is why is this light-up trophy not as a night race? Surely that would be a bit more fun, but there you go. The Kiss Me Trophy returning this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it in Las Vegas. That could be a good one for the Kiss Me Trophy. Now, before we go into Special Helmet Street, Upgrade Corner, and looking towards that, we have to talk about some rumours surrounding Formula 2. Now, this, for me, is huge if true, as they say on the social medias, because this rumour revolves around Kimi Antonelli. Now, if you aren't aware of Kimi Antonelli, and I could be pronouncing his name wrong, so I'm sorry for that, but if you aren't aware of who he is the next big thing for Mercedes. He was a prodigy of karting who's done fantastically well and has now moved on to single-seater racing. I'm going to pull up his Wikipedia page, so I definitely get his credentials right. So let's have a look here. He has won a lot. He's won the 2023 Formula Regional Middle East Championship. He has competed in Formula 4. He has competed in ADAC Formula 4. Let's have a look at his racing record. He's won Italian Formula 4. He's won the FIA Motorsports Game Formula 4 Cup. He's won the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Championship. He's won the Formula Regional European Championship. He's currently competing in the Italian GT Championship Sprint GT3 Pro. He has won a load of karting championships, and he is the prodigy of the Mercedes Junior team. He has been part of the Mercedes Junior team since 2019, and they've been very high on this guy. He is only 17 years old, so a very young guy, extremely early into his career, but Mercedes are seeing him as the next big thing, and his results would back up that he is the next big thing. They seem to think so much that he is the next big thing that they are thinking of him skipping Formula 3 and going right into Formula 2 for next season, which would be a big jump. Even bigger is they want him at Prima Racing, which would be huge. Now, currently, it's Prima Racing, not Prima, so Prima Racing. Currently, that Formula 2 team, the two drivers they have is Ollie Behrman, and they have the current Mercedes young driver, who I just remembered his name. and now it's gone. Oh my God, it's Frederick Vesti. I'm so sorry for my performance here today, but Ollie Behrman and Frederick Vesti. Now, Frederick Vesti has been one of the contenders for the Formula 2 title this year. He kind of has thrown it away a little bit with what happened at the Monza race, but mathematically, he still is in it. He still could possibly win the title if it all goes wrong oh my God, I can't remember anyone in Formula 2's name. Who's the current leader of the Formula 2 Championship? Oh my goodness. His name, I'm going to have to look it up. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm so sorry, everybody. It's Théo Pourchaire. Oh my God. I haven't thought about Formula 2 in a while. I'm rusty. I'm sorry. So, Frederick Vesti has been pretty much the number one contender against Théo Pourchaire for the title this year. It looks like Pourchaire's got it all wrapped up, but mathematically Vesti could still win. If Vesti does win, he'll be out of Formula 2 next year, because if you win the title, you can't compete again. It looks like either way, he probably will. This is probably his last year of Formula 2, leaving a seat open in the Prema Racing series. Now, the other driver in that Prema team is Ollie Behrman, who I am a huge fan of. He is absolutely fantastic. British driver who's currently in the Ferrari Junior program. He's a rookie in Formula 2 this year and has had a fantastic rookie season, highlight being winning both the sprint and feature race at the Baku Grand Prix. Now, if Kimi Antonelli was teaming with Behrman at Prima, that could be the start of the next big motorsport rivalry there. Because if Antonelli can live up to this hype, we know how good Behrman is. Having a Ferrari Junior, Mercedes Junior, this could be the start of something huge. So this is one to definitely keep an eye on here. This isn't the first time I've heard the rumours of Mercedes wanting Antonelli to jump F3 right into F2. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on. And this could have potential for a lot of fireworks. So keep an eye on that. Hopefully some lovely drama and spice in Formula 2 next year. But it is now time for Special Helmet Street, everybody. Everyone's favourite segment. We have a look at some special helmets. But not only helmets this weekend, because we also have special liveries. So if you're watching on the YouTube rather than on your podcast, we're looking right here at the special livery for Red Bull. Now they have the special custom designed liveries for each of the 3 USA races this year. We saw the one in Miami earlier on this year, which was the Red Bull, but a bit purple and a bit blue. This here is the one for Texas with the stars and stripes. On the rear wing, it's the Texas flag there as well. I like this one. I think it looks quite nice. I don't know if the vote is still open, but it was up to a public vote for the Las Vegas one, and there's some interesting ones in there as well. But yeah, looking pretty nice. I like this one. Haas as well have gone for a similar idea. Now this is just a computer rendering, but it's pretty much a very similar idea. The stars and the stripes down the side of the car here up to the rear wing. It seems like they have caused a bit of controversy with the "We the People" thing on the side here. Now I'm not up to date on American politics here, but it seems like some people don't like the "We the People" saying, and maybe it's a bit more of a right-leaning political saying. I'm not going to get into all that, but they've come out and put a statement out about how "We the People" is really about how the relationship between Haas and the fans and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, whatever. There you go. It's a nice livery from Haas, America's F1 team, of course. And there is a third special livery, which has not had an official image yet, but the people who've been walking the pit lanes today have taken a picture of this. It is the engine cover for the Williams of Logan Sargent, of course, America's driver, Logan Sargent, with the American flag draped along the back. Now, this might just be on Logan's car. Well, obviously, we haven't seen Alex's one, but I like this. Looks very good. It reminds me of their British one, really. They had for Silverstone, they had the British flag on there. So an American flag on here as well. I wonder if it will be on Alex's car, but that looks very nice. Anyway, special helmet street. Only 2 so far. Now, we are recording this on a Thursday rather than a Friday because it's a sprint race weekend, so we have the preview on the Thursday. So we might see some more as we go out through the weekend, but this is the 2 that we're aware of at the minute. Firstly, this absolute beauty from Zhou. Yes, like a brown leather look on his helmet here, and that's the back as well there. He did this last year, but with blue leather, and it did not look as good. This brown leather look is absolutely fantastic. I love this helmet here from Zhou, but there's some beauty as well here from Lando Norris. Lando Norris, who is celebrating his 100th Grand Prix this weekend. Also, George Russell is celebrating his 100th Grand Prix. Now, his helmet here is just a yellow helmet with what looks like loads of stickers. They won't be real stickers, but looks like a lot of stickers to celebrate all different races that he's competed at throughout his career. And some of the stickers have like very nice little references to them as well. So if you can see here, the Miami one from this year, it's paying tribute to his basketball helmet. There's the Belgium one of 2021 where it rained a lot. Britain 2022 where he got hit in the face by a space hopper by Daniel Ricciardo. Austria there where he was on the podium. Hungary 2021 with Bottas bowling is here. What else we got? We got here, when he did the Friday, then Saturday, Sunday. What? That's on there. I guess that's a Monaco one. Let's have a look. There's another photo of this side. We've got Italy 2021 where Ricciardo won the race and they did the shoey together. So that's on there. What else have we got? Germany 2019, that really, really wet race. They got a wet floor sign. Lando Norris, Silverstone 2021, we had the competition to draw his helmet. That's on there. God, there's all sorts. There's loads of references to lots of different races across his career. Any more we can see here that stand out? I think that's the broken trophy of Hungary 2023 there. I don't know if there is a Sochi 2021 sticker on here. It's not been spotted. If there is, there's a Japan 2023 of the Bs as well. So yeah, loads of references throughout loads of races of his career here. Really nice tribute helmets. So I hope we get to see a few more pictures of this as well, because that is really, really quite nice. Lovely tribute from Lando Norris. Now, that was Special Helmet Street. It's time to go to Upgrade Corner. Now, Upgrade Corner is a little bit difficult this week because the official upgrade documents have not come out, so we don't know for sure what is on there. But there are 3 teams that have been quite public in saying that upgrades are coming this weekend. Firstly, Haas. Now, they've been talking about this race for months now as their big race now for upgrades. And it's not just upgrades, but an entirely new concept. Haas moving from the Ferrari concept to the Red Bull concept car, so kind of abandoning their kind of big sister team in Ferrari to move to the Red Bull. This is going to be really interesting for Haas because they've struggled. Haas, their one-lap pace is incredible, especially in the hands of Nico Hülkenberg. Their race pace, though, really struggles because their tyres massively overheat. So will this solve the overheating problem? We'll wait and see. But this is one to definitely keep an eye on about the Haas. Mercedes have brought a brand new floor this weekend, and they've said in terms of what this upgrade does, it's not necessarily about pace and getting a faster car, but more about learning to focus on next year. So this is, for a lot of teams now, these races kind of have become testing sessions. They're going to bring these little upgrades and stuff to see how they feel towards next year. Aston Martin are doing the exact same thing this race. They haven't said what they've brought, but they said they have brought upgrades this weekend in order to focus on next year. So Aston and Mercedes focusing on 2024 with the upgrades they're bringing this weekend. And that's all I know in terms of upgrades for this weekend. So on to predictions. We have got basically nothing to go off of because we have not seen any practice sessions or anything like that. But I'm going to make some predictions. I'm going to say Haas to score points in either the sprint or the feature race. I'm going to say Lewis Hamilton on the podium for the main race. He does fantastically round the Circuit of Americas. He's always done very well here, no matter what year it's been. So I'm saying Lewis Hamilton will be on the podium on Sunday. Has to score points at some point this weekend. That's my 2 predictions there. So let me know what you're predicting for this weekend. We'll be here all weekend. Tomorrow we'll have a video up after qualifying. We'll have a video on Saturday after the shootout and the sprint, and a video on Sunday after the main race. Then we'll have the driver ratings on Monday. So all of that to come over the weekend. So make sure you subscribe. Until next time, though, have a good one. Until then, goodbye.